Hello, this is Gameli, RevitTunes.com. This is the continuation of Revit MEP 2010, and we previously created an airflow schedule. Now we are going to do the design of the mechanical air system, and we are going to place some hosted air terminals. That means hosted air terminals, that means in Revit, hosted means it's gonna grab some other object to be placed. In this case, it will use the reflected ceiling as a hosted. It will be hosted to a reflected ceiling. Could be hosted to a wall or to a floor level, to a floor, to a surface. That's why it's called hosted. And it could be freestanding air terminals too. In this case, we begin with hosted, and they are in Revit are called families: hosted family, hosted air terminal. And let's take a look here. We have already spaces and zones, and obviously they are hidden, but they are turned off maybe, so we don't see the color, but we could highlight it and we know it's there. So I'm gonna touch this space and just take a look quickly of the properties. And in mechanical airflow, I just want to see the calculated supply airflow is 2138, and this is a gray out number, and we could see it there, and it's showing also above as a specified supply airflow. That means we need that much of air supply airflow. Now let's look the schedule we did, the color coded schedule, and I think it's this one, space airflow schedule. So I'm going to open and put it in the window, both visible. So I hit right here, tile both windows, and I'm gonna minimize this side. We don't need too much space. Okay, so these are the two windows that I have open, and right here, and the room we are looking, let's identify in the schedule, is room 223, so level 2, and 223. So if you see, if I highlight it here, I'm touching on the schedule. You can see it's visible highlighted on the right side, and here is the calculated number that is extracting from that space, and here is how many diffuser we have put, 0 CFM, and it's red because we need to put some. You see, this is already white light, seems to be fine. The reason is because it's a very small room and it requests only 15 CFM, and because it's within the range, it's not highlighting on red. So I will put one diffuser, but seems like it doesn't really need it. In other words, it could be not even conditioned. Alright, so let's put something on this lounge. I'm gonna close it. Right now it's red, and we look at it again later because we need more room. So let's place some air terminals. So we need to find air terminal. So because it's already loaded, we have it here, and this is the options we had to choose. Right now it shows the correct we need supply diffuser, rectangular face round, neck hosted 24 by 24 face, and 8 inches neck, and it's hosted. So when I already have it right here, it says place on a vertical face. I don't want it on a vertical face. Place on a face or place on a work plane. If I choose a work plane, it will put it straight on the floor in the level, which in this case, if I'm in floor level 1, it will put it on the floor at level 0, 0. If it's level 2, whatever is the elevation of that. So let's choose face, and it will look for the face of the reflected ceiling, and I will put 1 according to the tutorial. I will put 1 here, and you have options. I could continue placing just manually like this. I could copy, I could mirror, I could do all different commands. So let's do what the tutorial suggests just as an exercise. So maybe I will copy. So first of all, I select it and see the properties right here, and element properties, and this is 500 CFM. I will change it to 425 CFM, and it has mark. This mark is added by the software. Every time you put 1, it will keep adding numbers, sequentially number to this. So it's telling you in what level it is, obviously. So I say okay for now. Now if I look my sketch again, and if I find that room in level 2, you see right here is this launch 223. Now instead of 0 is 425 is the number I did, and it's getting closer to this. When I copy several of those, it will reach at some point, it will be this white instead of red, so that means it's good enough. Now in the tutorial they want to copy 12 feet away, so you can highlight it, either create similar or copy. So let's see what options are here. Create similar. I need to keep it. I escaped, that's why I lost my command. On the modify, I have copy, and if I select the corner, I could copy to another corner, but the software say type 12. I want to put it farther away vertically, type 12, enter. That will copy 12 feet away, and maybe a few more times. So apparently to the right also 12 feet. So I could select now both and say copy 12 feet away. So let's copy two of them. And let's look for the copy. I click anywhere, one click. I move it to one side horizontally. I type 12, enter. My units are in feet, so I don't have to type 12 feet. It knows it's feet. And you could do that, or just touch one and say create similar is this, and I could just do the same, select face and do the same as before, and it was here. Now let's look the window of the airflow schedule. Now you see the number is within the range. It's only -13, so it's already white because we don't need more. Well, we could add 13 more, but since it's in the range, we don't need to add or remove anything. So that's very cool, that formula we have. Alright, so we have that. Now let's look for the return diffuser. So on air terminals, I should look for the return diffuser, and this is the return diffuser and hosted. And again, I choose face, and I wanna put one to show something here. Did you see it doesn't snap to a corner? It actually, I cannot put it precisely like this. I had to choose one spot, and then I'm going to need to move it or align it with the modified align tool. I could select align, and align. Now what happened when I do this? Let's create similar. I'm gonna touch this, create similar. Look what happened with the other one. I'm gonna select face. The other one snaps to the correct position between the grid. Now this one is different family, so obviously something wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but it's not as good family. So I'm gonna touch it, edit family, edit, yes, and let's see what's the problem on this. So this Gameli, thank you. Please watch the next video. It will be a similar but a non-hosted air terminal.